Here we are again, folks, in X-Plane 11. I recently did a video in X-Plane 11, which was me trying out the simulation for the first time, jumping into a 737-800 series on a 10 nautical mile approach into Dublin Airport, EIDW in Ireland. And the purpose of that video was just to see what I could remember about flying a 737, which I last had flown in FSX, probably over 10 years ago. So today we're trying it again. Game is paused here, and we are set up on a straight in 10 nautical mile approach into Dublin Airport. So obviously the difference this time is the aircraft is different. So can you guess what it is? Let's have a look around and see. We've got a rear view mirror. So, and a gun sight. So, do you kids know what it is yet? So it's obviously going to be a combat aircraft of some sort. Those of you who know this, those of you who know this aircraft very well, will recognize some of the iconic features in it straight away, and will have guessed what it is. And indeed, if I look left or right over the wings, is it clear yet what it is? You must know by now. Of course, it's the Spitfire. To be specific, it's the Spitfire Mk1. And I think I flew one in Combat Flight Simulator 3, which wasn't really a simulator. So this is a full and a supposedly accurate simulation of the Spitfire down to the engine sounds. So let's fly it into Dublin Airport, see if I can find essential things like landing gear, flaps, and see if we can just muddle our way through this approach. I've never flown this plane before, so let's unpause and take a look. Whoa, oh my god. Okay. Okay, right, so yeah, that was scary.
Contact tower on 118.6.
Contact tower on 118.6. November 03 X-ray. Papa.
It handles absolutely beautifully. This is this is gonna sound funny, but this is like flying feels like flying a Cessna. She constantly wants to pull to the left though. It's really stable and really smooth. It's absolutely so enjoyable to fly. Wow. Although I'm afraid to look around the cockpit. Let's try and have a quick look. How the hell did I bring that up? Go away. Okay, cool. So, let's try and look around the cockpit without crashing. What have we got here? Warning flaps must not be lowered at speeds above 140 IIS. These are the flaps then, I guess. Fuel, oxygen, airspeed, artificial horizon, rate of climb or descent, altitude, direction, side slip, I'm not sure, and fuel gauges. Of course, the iconic control column as well. Let's make sure we're not crashing. Okay, good. Huge level of detail in this cockpit. Raise, landing gear, right? Radios, trim wheel, rudders. Beautiful amount of detail. Oh, there's a menu. It has its own menu, which I don't want to mess with right now. Okay. Let's try and find the airport. Whoa. Because I cannot see it right now. Oh, there it is, off to the right. I think that's the airport there. Okay, let's see how she turns. Wow. It is so amazing to fly. I'm not sure what the rear view mirror is doing. I'm trying to locate my runway. I think it's dead ahead. I think we're just a little bit off. Okay, folks, again, approach into Dublin Airport in the iconic Spitfire. So there is an air show in a place called Bray in Ireland every year. Oh shit, there's the runway. And most years we do get a Spitfire, and that Merlin engine is unmistakable to hear when it flies overhead. The rudder, I'm finding the rudder difficult. It's seems to be fighting me a bit. Okay, well, we're not going to make that, so let's just come around again at it, try and lose some speed. What was the warning speed for flaps? Was 140, okay. 140, okay, well, we're well below that now. So amazingly stable to fly. Okay, now I'm getting a hang of the rudder. Actually requires bigger inputs than I thought. There's the runway threshold just over there. We'll give ourselves a little room and turn in towards it. And try and keep the speed around 140. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's try kind of a sharp turn, see how she handles as if it was in combat. Get a bit of speed going. Here we go. Whoa, my God. Whew. It really snaps around and changes direction. I can see why it was so loved by its pilots. Okay, coming down to 140. Come on, I need to get those flaps down. Flaps down, 140, not knots, miles per hour. Again, I don't know the ideal approach speed for Spitfire, so I'm going to try and keep it around 120. You seem to be able to lose that speed really quickly. Gear down. I think gear is down. Raised. Lower. Oh my God, okay. Right. Okay, don't panic, You're doing okay. Here we go. Oh, we're gonna stall. We are going to stall. Oh boy. Come on. Okay. The amazing thing I'm noticing about this, again, the comparison with the Cessna, is how forgiving it is. I'm really making a mess of this, but it's forgiving. When I went down there to 80 miles per hour, I was able to open up the throttle and really recover my speed. It's a very forgiving aircraft to fly. Now, here we go. I know as a tail dragger, I'm going to want to try and get a nice soft three-point touchdown on the runway. That's what I want, but we shall see what happens. Is my gear down? Shit. What's that alarm? Gear lowered. Well, I hope it's lowered because we're going in 100 miles per hour. I'm aiming for 100 miles per hour on the landing. This feels a little fast to me. Okay, closing off the throttle. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? But this says that's in the lower position. This is raise landing gear. Lower land. You saw I just moved it from the lower. What the hell did I do? Although the instrumentation warning is still showing up. Well, I don't know what I did there, but seems I did something dumb.
01 X-ray, Papa, runway 34, taxi via November, Oscar, Romeo, Tango, Hotel, Alpha, Tango, 6, Foxtrot, Foxtrot, 3, Foxtrot, 2, Alpha, Foxtrot, 1, Lima, India, November, Kilo, Echo, 1, hold short of runway 34.
Runway 3.
Ah, boy, come on.
November, Oscar, Romeo, Tango, Hotel, Alpha, Tango, 6, Foxtrot, Foxtrot, 3, Foxtrot, 2, Alpha, Foxtrot, 1, Lima, India, November, Kilo, Echo, 1, hold short of 3, 4, November, 01, X-ray, Papa.
Brilliant, thank you for that. So also some of the features of this is purchased from xplane.org. You can open the canopy here. It's our canopy opened. It also has a landing gear. It also does have a landing gear. What else can we see? We got some radios. Rudder trim. What else have we got? Aerobatics are permitted in accordance with pilot notes, with exception to flick maneuvers. Okay, well, we better not do any flick maneuvers. That doesn't work anymore. Probably because it's crushed on the ground. Not used to seeing these gauges colored like this. And there's some strange notices like that aerobatics notice as well. So I wonder if this is some kind of training Spitfire. Apparently it is a Mark 1. I'll put a link in the description to where you can purchase it. Reflector gun sight. Wow, really a lot of detail. Well, folks, there you have it. Any landing you can walk away from is a successful landing, right? Please don't hate me for wrecking this Spitfire. Bye now.